Today we're going to be fixing a problem with my 2009 Nissan Sentra, and the issue I'm having is I can turn on the ignition, I can turn on all the accessories in the vehicle, but when it tries to crank over, it won't crank over. And it does it intermittently. 9 times out of 10, turns over just fine. That 10th time, all of a sudden it just doesn't take. I go ahead and shift around in neutral to park, try it again, nothing happens. So I go ahead and repeat this about 2 minutes later, all of a sudden it turns over fine, like nothing ever happened. So there isn't an issue with the battery voltage or anything like that. All it is just that final turning over. So it's either the relay for the ignition system or the relay for the starter system. So this is the relay right here. And what we're going to do is open up the box on the inside of the vehicle. And so this is your fuse box, but this box right here is what holds your relay. And so what you're going to do is pry back these tabs, pull up, and then you can get in here, kind of wiggle this out. There you go. And now, if I flip it open here, it's kind of inverted. And what they have here is they show everything here, but all the fuses, but they don't show the relays. So I'm going to go ahead and put an image right now on there to show you that this top one right here that's closest to all your labels, this is your starter relay, and this is your ignition relay. And so this is what we're going to have to replace. And so we're going to do a little testing to see which one it is. So you're going to need a pair of pliers or just a strong pair of fingers, and you can remove them and test them one by one. So here's the starter relay, and I'm going to be very gentle. I'm going to pinch it and pull straight up and out. And so here I can go ahead and inspect it, look at it, and this is seems nothing unusual from the outside, but that's not usually where the problem is. And just looking at everything. So I'm going to go ahead and actually just turn the accessory on in the vehicle and kind of see what I get on the inside. Alright, so I went ahead and removed this starter relay, and so now I'll see what it kind of does. It's kind of that same thing. It won't turn over, it's not making that clicking noise. So it's kind of repeating the exact same thing that we're experiencing when the issue occurs in the vehicle not starting. So that goes to tell me I think it's the starter relay. But I'm going to go ahead and put that relay back in, and I'll pull the ignition one and see kind of what the symptoms are with that. All right, now I went ahead and removed the ignition relay, and now I'm going to go ahead and see what it does. Okay. So that allows it to crank, but it doesn't allow it to fire up. So that's an interesting thing, but that's not the symptom we're experiencing. So it makes me believe that it is indeed the starter relay. So this is the new starter relay, and so this is what I got, and this is supposed to be an OEM part off of a vehicle here for Nissan. And almost every single other one I tried to get out there, it was always just a little bit different, especially in size. So I'll try and find a substitute for this, and I'll go ahead and put it in an Amazon link down below so you can buy it. Now let's go put this in. So we had diagnosed it as a starter relay, so we're going to go ahead and remove this one here. And as you can see, I got the old one here on the right, and then here is the new one here on the left. Okay, same size. All right, same configuration here. The only difference I can see is that this one has, the original had a Z, and this one here has like a W. So I'm gonna make sure we put this new one in, and make sure it goes in right. Line it up, and push it down in. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right, should be good to go. Let's test it out. All right, let's go ahead and try it out. All right, voila, it starts up. All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and put a link to everything I used in the video description below. And I'm also going to replace the ignition relay just because there's been some other funny things happening similar to that. I just want to be able to take care of it. So you guys have questions, go ahead and put them down below in the comments section. And always hit like, subscribe.